Hey, true class, let's look at one of these problems with it's a parabola, but it's not in that vertex form where I can clearly see the vertex of the parabola. So what I want to do in this case is to group the y's together, move the x's to the other side. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to group the y squared minus the 10y. Right, I'm going to leave a space. Right, there's going to be a space here. And then I'm going to move the x and the 25 over to the other side. So I'm going to have a minus 4x. And a minus 25 for the time being. Now the next thing I have to do is complete this square on the y squared part. I want y plus or minus something in a parentheses squared, like we've seen in the other examples. So that's what I want here. I want to be able to write it in that form. And to do that, I need to take this number that's in front of the y term, not y squared, but the y term, divide it by 2, that's negative 5, and then square that number. Right. When you square a number, you're always going to get positive, right? Unless it's an imaginary number, and there's not going to be any imaginaries here. So you're going to get a positive, and that's what I need to add to complete the square. Right? Half of the y term squared is 25. But if I do something to the left to keep this equal, I have to do it to the right. So I'm going to add 25 there as well. And so I'm going to end up with y minus 5 squared on the left. That's equivalent to y squared minus 10y plus 25. And on the right, the minus 25 and the plus 25 cancel, and this is just a minus 4x. So what I have here is a parabola. It's been shifted off the origin, but only in the y direction. There's no parentheses around the x because those 25's canceled. So the x, we didn't shift left to right, we only shifted up and down. So we're going to go up 5 because we go in the opposite direction. We go up 5, and that's going to be our vertex. All right, now depending on the sign in front of x, that determines if we open left or right. Because y is being squared, we are going to open left or right. Because that's a negative, we're going to open to the left. That means the vertex, the focus is going to be to the left of the vertex, and the directrix is going to be to the right. All right, remember it's always 4 times some number equals the number in front of the variable that's not being squared. So in this case, it's a negative 4 that's in front of the x. So that implies a is negative 1. So 1 unit to the left will be negative 1. 1 unit to the right will be 1. The focus is a point, and the directrix is a line. So I'm going to go to the right over here and draw a vertical line because it's opening left and right. It's going to be a vertical directrix. And then we're going to open away from the directrix in the direction of the focus. So we're going to open to the left like this. All right, and then let me actually check that off. Let's do our points up and down first. Because the number that's in front of here is negative 4, that's the number that's going to be the width of the, or in this case, the height of the lattice rectum. So we're going to go up and down half of that number. So it's negative 4, half of that would be negative 2. We're going to go up and down by 2. So if I go up 2, I'll be up here at 7. If I go down 2, I'll be at 3. So there's those points. And so x-intercept is actually going to be out here further to the... So that's roughly what the graph is going to look like here. So when we plot this, it's going to ask for the vertex. That's the 0, 5. It's going to ask for the focus. That's going to be the negative 1, 5. The directrix, that's x equals the value of the x coordinate of the vertex here minus a. Or in this case, it would be minus negative 1, so plus 1. So this is just x equals 1. And then graphing the equation. That's where we need one of these other 2 points that are the end of the lattice rectum. Okay, the lattice rectum is always just the number in front of the width of the lattice rectum. It's always the number that's in front of the x or the y, first power. All right, so my vertex was 0, 5. I went up 5 units. Focus, I went back 1 unit, so that was negative 1, 5. For the directrix, I went to the right 1, so that was a positive 1 for x. So x equals positive 1 is my directrix. And then the plot. To plot your vertex, you already got that one right, so we know the vertex is 0, 5. This one's the left to right one, so I'm going to click that one. So go to the y-axis, find 5, click that. All right, and then a was negative 1 here, so you're going to go back 1, right, negative 1, and then you're going to go up and down by that number that was in front of y, which was 4. We're going to go up and down half of that, so up 2 units, that'll be a negative 1, 7. So there is my second point on that parabola. So once you get those 2 points, you got your plot, and you're ready to save it.